Do you have any fond memories of Australia?
I do. I really loved the time we did the Big Day Out festival with Soulfly. It was the beginning of Soulfly, so it was very exciting. And we went on really early in the day, and I was worried that nobody was going to be there because it was that early, you know, but I was totally wrong. It was packed, and they were ready to rock at the first hit of the first guitar note. The place just went chaos.
Definitely. I mean, you've collaborated with a lot of people sort of over your career. What sort of makes a great fertile collaboration? Like what?
Great collaboration is when you're feeling it, the music, and you're excited, and the guest is excited as you. One of my favorite memories was doing "Jump the Fuck Up" with Corey from Slipknot, and listen to it back in a control room. And Corey will jump like feet in the air, and the producer was like, "What the fuck is this guy on? You know, is he on some drugs?" He's like, "No, he's just excited. You know, it's a really cool song, the way it turned out." When it does that to people, when that kind of stuff happens in the studio, somebody acts like that through your music. That's exciting, you know. What's
been the most challenging one? Because I know, like, you know, it's hard to kind of find that place sometimes with someone. Or...
One of the most challenging one, it was with Chino. It was on Primitive, and it was the song Pain, and it was because it was about Dana. And I remember I put some photos of Dana on the floor because Chino and Dana were really close. They're really close friends, and I wanted Chino to feel the presence, you know, Dana's presence. So without tell Chino, I put those pictures in the vocal booth. So when Chino came to do his vocals, the first thing he saw was all the pictures. And I think it touched him because he felt really right away, and did a great performance. And at first it wouldn't come out. It was kind of like, oh, rewind, do it again. And, oh, man, I don't know, Max, are you liking this? And then all of a sudden, boom, clicked, and he did great.
It's pretty awesome when it kind of, you get to that place. And
yeah, especially when you don't know if he's going to get there, you know. You're just praying that he does, you know. Hopefully he does.
Dana was there, maybe.
Yeah, his spirit was definitely there. And when Chino saw the pictures, it was really, really magic, really exciting. The other time too that was really cool, it was when I did Look Away with Mike Patton. Awesome. And John from Korn. Yeah. And John could barely talk because he was such a fan of Faith No More that he was pretty much in shock, and he was so much in shock he wasn't even talking. And I was like, you gotta sing the song, mate, you know. You gotta get it on with the program, you know. And then finally he snapped out of it and did his part, and Mike did his, and I did mine, and in the end we turned out with a great song, you know.
You know, Greg, there's a line in Dillinger's song, "If there was no consequence, could you stay within the lines?" And that's sort of about what people would do if all motivations of behaviour. And I guess murder, which is like a theme of Omen, is sort of, you know, one of the possibilities there. And I don't think I've quite formed a question here, but just kind of, it's interesting to kind of explore this stuff. And then I think there's something almost spiritual about heavy metal concerts, really.
Oh, yeah. Metal shows are as close to ecstasy as you can get, and that's what I love about it. It's completely the level of unleash of expression in the crowd is so great that you feel like sometimes it's like some of these people are so fed up with the daily life of have to go to work and that stuff. Yeah. When they're right there with their favorite artist, you know, at that moment, they just scream on top of their lungs and go to the pit and, you know, stage dive. And I love that about metal because I found that to be very refreshing, you know, in the kind of music. And I don't find that in other kinds of music. You know, I look at other music and I've been to big pop shows like Neo. We play with Neo in Japan, and Beyonce, and I'm walking around Beyonce's crowd, just like a funeral. You know, everybody's just like this, like, just like, what the fuck? That's not what you come to a show for, you know. You're supposed to enjoy yourself and just let all those feelings out. And metal really does that, you know. That's what I love about it. You stage dive, lose your pants.
Dress up like Gua.
You buck naked in the crowd. It's all right. It's cool. Nobody's going to stop you and make fun of you. It's part of the show. The show goes on.
How did you guys sort of discover metal? Like, I mean, Brazil has a long sort of music history, and it's very much a part of your culture. How did you guys sort of come to...
We discovered through a cousin of ours that took us to see Queen. And that was the beginning of the end. We saw Queen, and I remember the next morning, I drove my parents nuts to go buy a Queen tape. And then my brother bought a Kiss cassette, and so he started listening to Kiss, and I was listening to Queen, and we switched our tapes. So I started listening to Kiss a little bit, and then from that point on, like, we just went, what's the next thing we should listen to? And people told us like Black Sabbath, so we went and found Black Sabbath, and then people say AC/DC,
Australia,
and then Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, and then it got heavier. And as we went further down the years, it got heavier, and then we found Slayer and Venom and Metallica. That's when we wanted to make Sepultura.
Yeah.
That's when, all right, we got to play this music. This music it was created for us to play. So let's play it.
A friend of mine was saying that when he kind of found Sepultura, it was the first time he really kind of questioned religion and questioned spirituality. What do you kind of believe these days?
I believe in karma. I think if you know, whatever you do to people come back to you. So try to live a clean, good life, you know. I believe in, to me, I believe in there's a God, but it's not like Christian God. I don't need to go to church to find God. Could be anywhere, you know. But I know there's some kind of force, spirit, that it's you know, does things to us. We all have a soul. I believe every person has a soul. Every person has a voice inside their head telling right, wrong, that kind of stuff. So just kind of stuff like that. But you know, I struggle like everybody else with things like you know, what happened after we die. What, you know, where are we gonna go? That's it, or I like to believe that there is another life and we go back and reincarnation type stuff, you know. I like to believe that. That's a nice idea.
Kind of gives you...
To me, it's kind of weird if it just ends flat, black, ended.
Well, it's like over. You can't destroy matter, sort of thing.
A lot of people believes that. That's, you know, I talk to some people, that's what they believe. It just ends black. That's it. And end of it all right there when you die. But I don't believe it.
We're here with Max Cavalera, who's going to share with us his top 5 records of all time.
Black Sabbath, Sabotage, which has Symptom of the Universe, which is the best riff I think ever written. Iron Maiden, Killers. Sorry, Bruce Dixon, I prefer Maiden with Paul Di'Anno. I thought it was just more punk rock. AC/DC, which is Australia. Highway to Hell. Bon Scott, Slayer, Running Blood. Just, what can I say? It's short, sweet, fast songs the way it's supposed to be. I would say Nail Bomb, Point Blank, which was a really great punk rock project. Came out as a joke that turned out to be a great thing. That influenced a lot of people around the world, and so it's cool.
Will that ever come back to life?
Nope, it's dead. We kill it. We kill it. We murder. The album was murdered by me and Alex, and never gonna come back to life. The only thing we still play songs live, you know. And but Alex is producing stuff, and we decided to make sure it stays good, not to do another one, you know. A lot of times these bands say you're never gonna do another. They go and do another album, and it's shit, and it's like the Bruins did the. Even the old stuff is not as good as anymore.
Short, sharp, kind of.
So we're gonna stay true to our punk rock roots, and never gonna see another Nail Bomb album.